Hi, welcome to another thing you know. If I ask all of you watching this video to tell me the time right now, pretty sure that we will have different times based on the location where you are. That is the beauty of multiple time zones. And today we will discuss how these different time zones were formed and why some nations have multiple time zones. But before that, make sure you click that like button to support the channel. In the early days, time was decided strictly based on the position of the sun. When the sun was at its highest point in the sky, that time was decided as noon. But in the 19th century, people started moving and traveling to places far away using the railway system. Since these were long journeys, creating the train schedule purely based on the sun position got tedious and inefficient. The UK was the very first country to adopt one common time zone for the entire nation, based on the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, and hence their time zone was named as Greenwich Mean Time or GMT. Realizing the benefits of one unified time zone, an international conference of 26 nations in 1884 decided that the Royal Observatory in Greenwich would be used as the baseline for deciding the time zones around the world. They called this line Prime Meridian. Now the Earth rotates 360 degrees in 24 hours, meaning it moves about 15 degrees each hour. The scientists at the conference decided to use this technique to divide the Earth into 24 different time zones, each 15 degrees apart. The prime meridian was 0 degree, and then there were 12 lines called longitudes towards each side of the prime meridian. Today, every country has at least one or more time zones and globally follow a coordinated universal time zone, popularly known as UTC. It is the depiction of a country's time zone with respect to the Greenwich Mean Time. As an example, India is 5.5 hours ahead of GMT time zone. So you will commonly find Indian time zone represented as UTC plus 530. Now since the longitudes we talked about earlier are only 15 degrees apart, large countries often spread across multiple longitudes and hence tend to have multiple different time zones. For example, mainland United States, excluding its island territories, has 6 different time zones. However, there is no obligation for any country to follow this UTC system. China, based on its size, should have 5 different time zones. However, it does not follow this system and has only one time zone for the entire country, Beijing time, which is UTC plus 8 hours. These different time zones across the globe are also a big reason why we feel jet lag after flying long distance. Our body clocks are adjusted based on the time zone on which we live. So if you fly from Paris to Chicago, you're going back 7 hours in time. Our body clocks take time to adjust to this new routine, and this exact time it takes for the adjustment is when we feel jet lag. Today, some countries do follow the UTC structure, while some have their own different time zone. So ideally, we should have 24 different time zones, but in reality, there are much more than that. But the one thing common across all is that these were set over a century ago, and no matter where you go, time zone will continue to change. So keep learning, and thanks for watching.